Hey everyone and welcome. In this video, I wanted to quickly show you how I put together my little car and color matching activity page. I ordered these little wooden different colored car buttons from Temu, and then I just have this mesh. It's a mosquito mesh netting. You might have to go to your local fabric store and look for something that's pretty strong. Here I have a square cut out. And so it's pretty good. Like it can tear if you really dig at it, but if I just scratch the surface of it, like you can hear me scratching away at it and it doesn't make any tear at all. So it's pretty good for little kids because you know they're going to scratch and kind of pick at it. And so I always include a warning label on all of my pages that every child should be supervised when playing with them just in case it does ever rip. But it is very strong. So go to your local fabric store and try to find the strongest transparent type of fabric that you can. This is a mosquito mesh. Let me show you what to do. So you have the template in front of you. Download that template. What it is you're going to take just your regular 8" by 8" or 20" by 20" green sheet of felt. You're going to put that on your cutting mat and you're going to cut out the template that I give you. And then these are the pieces that you will end up with. You can throw out or save for just scrap pieces, the other actual road piece. This is what you have. And then you're going to take a piece of black felt, again, 8" by 8". Mine is actually a bit bigger because I've cut it out, but I'll just trim off the excess once I sew it. And you're going to put your mesh fabric in between those two. Sew along all of the edge of the road, so all around here. And before you completely close it, you want to add your little cars into it as well. And then I'm also going to sew in place the green circle and this green piece here as well. Okay, before I close that up, I'm just going to slide in my buttons. Okay, now I've got that all sewed and I'm going to just trim off some of this excess here. Okay, I've got this sewn, and while I have my sewing machine out, I'm going to go ahead and sew on the back. So the back is, as always, just another sheet of felt, but I've wrapped this sheet of felt in some little car-themed fabric that I have, a really cute fabric that I got at my local fabric store. So I'm just going to attach that, and I cut out a piece of binding that I'm going to be using to just put in between the two sheets of felt, and then I'll hole punch those holes, and as always, that is how I connect the activity pages of the book. I find this method is really quick, really efficient. Other professional busy bookmakers do a whole different, like they connect the pages and they make a border and they connect the book all in one, but I really like this method because it allows parents to kind of pick and choose the pages they like and build a book, and not and they can take out pages and switch them out. So I find that that's like just really quick and easy. This is felt that is 3 millimeters thick. I always use that. If you don't have felt that is 3 millimeters thick, then what I would do is I would just cut out 2 of your 1 millimeter thick felt and sew them together just to make it so that this piece is nice and thick and feels really strong and structured. That's done with the sewing, and that's all I have a template for. So if you actually wanted to stop there, you can. This is still by itself a really cute activity page. But something that I decided to add was, like I mentioned earlier, the color matching aspect to this page. So if you wanted to simplify it and cut down on the time that this page takes, you could honestly just cut out, like if you have a yellow card, just cut out a yellow line and hot glue it at the end of one road, cut out a little green line and hot glue it at the end of another green road, cut out a little red strip. That would be really quick. What I've done is I've actually cut out just by hand these little tiny houses. And the reason I did it by hand was because I found that it was actually quicker than using the cutting machine. And also with the cutting machine, when you're cutting something that small, I find that it's hard to make sure that it doesn't like lift and that it stays on the mat. And so I just found it way quicker and simpler to just cut those out by hand. So I would cut out multiple layers at once and then just cut out a whole bunch of them and make, 10 copies at a time. It really speeds up the process instead of having to do just one copy at a time. So I'm going to go ahead and just hot glue those on at the ends of some of the different roads that are here. I don't sew them on, it takes too much time, and hot glue works just as well. So these ones I'm just going to hot glue on, and then I'm also going to hot glue on some little squares that I have cut out. Those are just to help make it look more like a house, and also because these car buttons each have 2 different colors on them, so the black and yellow car has to go to the black and yellow house. Okay, those are all glued on, and then the final thing that I do is I just hole punch 2 holes into the binding piece for binder rings to connect through. Okay, and there we have it. Hope you guys enjoy making this one. I hope it sells well for you. Let me know if you've got any questions. Thanks, guys.